All my nieces are in town for the summer, so I had to grab them in the studio and show off all the new, super cool, awesome supplies that have landed at Silly Farm this month. So we have new brushes by Cameron Garrett. Ooh la la, you're gonna love them. We also have an entirely new Artie Cake collection, so don't mind mine. They're a little used because I love them so much. This is the new Natalie Davies collection of Artie Cakes. So we're gonna pull it all together. Asking her what she wants to be paid, and not much has changed. She still loves dragons. So as I was scrolling through Instagram one day, I saw this picture. Oh my God, one of my favorite dragons of all time. Make sure you follow this artist. Her name is Milena Face Artist. I think it's written in Russian at the bottom, so I can't translate it to English. But if you know her, let her know. Tag her. I love this dragon. So then taking the same cake, and this is my beautiful butterfly brush by Cameron Garrett. It's a small angle brush, really great to get in some crazy thin corners. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the pinks and purples with a little bit of edge of a black, because I'm going to use that to create the belly. So the belly is going to start right around the jawline. So I press, and I just am going to pull it down just like that. So because I love the blue in this design, and Aziva blue is my favorite color, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of Aziva blue on a sponge, and close your eyes, baby. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of a pop of blue right on the eyelids because I want them to pop. So one of the things that makes this dragon so incredibly cute is that eye right there, okay? So I'm going to start off by taking some black and a small brush. This is, I believe, a number 3 swirl. And I load it up. And the first thing that I'm going to do is create the eye. Now, it's important to remember that the eye is between these two horns, okay? So there's kind of like this little, like, teardrop. It goes up, and then I make a nice round eye. And then from the back, I come down. So then I'm just going to come out and create the rest of the eye, okay? Then underneath that is a little nostril going this way and that way. So then I'm just going to round out the bottom, follow it along the top, and create those horns coming down. And then I do the same, come up, and then I just scallop them coming down. Now I trace this nose and mouth all the way down, and then I make the second bottom piece, and then that way I have a bottom jaw too. I'll connect in there and bring that down, and then I'm going to just follow the bottom cheekbone or this bottom jaw and bring it all the way down. Okay, so I had to change up the horns a little bit because while it was drying I touched it and I smeared it. So I just went over them again with blue so I can make the blue pop here in addition to right over her eyes. So now that that's dry, let's go in and create the edging. So this new brush by Cameron, this one is the larger of the two. It's called Romantic Rose. So as you can see, it has this slant on it, which makes it really good to make dagger edges. So that's what I'm going to do on the edge of our dragon wings. I'm going to take the nostalgia cake and I'm going to load up with picking up some of that black on the edge so I can use that. Now you want to make sure that you load it well so that your brush will flow smoothly, especially in creating this type of edging. So because I want the wings to be a little bit more rounded versus like a very sharp wing, I start at the top and I lay that edge down and I drag it down almost like on a crescent, okay? And then I'm going to drag it down this way as well. Okay, then I flip it over and I'm going to make these scallops and drag them back in to the top to create that piping on for the wings. So what I do on one side, I'm going to do the other side. So make that kind of slanted line. Turn your head a little bit, baby. Then I drag it down, flip it over, make this scallops, and bring it all the way back up to my dragon. Okay, so that's going to create those wings. So then I'm going to take the smaller brush. This one is called Beautiful Butterfly. It's an angle brush. And this time I'm going to pick up, out of the nostalgia, just the oranges and pinks instead of picking up the black. And I'm going to create a second layer inside of her wings. So I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. So see, I'm going to make these scallops and drag up. Scallop and drag up. So it's kind of like an upside down U, and drag up. So I create a secondary layer inside of her dragon wings. Loop and up. Then I'm just going to go along her little along the body and make little V's. So just press up, press up, press up. Okay? So right on the edge, along the edge of this dragon, I'm just going to create kind of like a wavy motion, because that's going to create some of the scaling for my dragon head. And if you have room, you can also fit it right inside of there. That part is totally optional. Left enough space to create some rainbow fire. So I'm going to start off by just adding a little bit of color in the shape of fire. And then I'll just keep on building off of it until we get that rainbow flame. That the dragon scales are dry back here, I can just go in and I can give them kind of like a jagged outline. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. So then I'm just going to go right on top of my edging with my black, and I'm going to give it a little bit more definition because you want this to stand up. Now, one thing that I noticed about her picture is that those edges look super crisp. So what I do is I just create kind of like this little roundness on the tip of the edge of the dragon, and then I pull it out so that you get kind of like that pop of fun with your dragon wings. So what I do on one side, I'll do on the other side. I'm just going to go right up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her eyes part of this design. So close your eyes. So I'm just going to create these little scallops right in the corner of the eye so that I kind of bring that mask together, and then add a little bit of an outline and detail to my rainbow fire, because last but not least, I need to add glitter and lipstick. You like that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this ice blue glitter, and I'm going to dip that same sponge inside of it, the one that I used to add the Ziva blue, and I'm going to have her close her eyes because I want the glitter to pop above her eyes versus all over her dragon. Okay, and then I can use just that little edge to also tap it in. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much, Michaela, for hanging in there with me while I fixed some of the mistakes I made. Thank you so much to Natalie Davis and Cameron Garrett for designing such great products that make painters like myself and painters hopefully like you do our jobs better, faster, and with more color. As always, guys, reach out to me on Facebook, on social media, tweet me, talk to me, call me at SillyFrom. That's what I'm here for. I look forward to seeing you in Vegas next month, and then in Austin. We're going to have a great time and get a Heather hug. And thanks again for tuning in, guys. Have a great day.